Hey everybody, welcome back or welcome to my channel. So the cube I'm about to do a review on today. Well, I'd seen videos on this cube, and like all cubes, some are buy it, some are don't, some are it's great, some it's not worth it. But it's a different kind, a unique looking, uniquely made cube, and I found it on a popular e-commerce site for $18.99, and I just happened to have some, the change kicking around, so I bought it. So it came out to like $20.53 with tax. And I got the YJ EST MGC 3x3x3. Yes, this says 3x3x3. So I got this cube. I opened this cube. In the accessories, you get a nice windbreakery bag. It's got a nice little liner in it. It's got your gigantic screwdriver. It's got your pamphlet on the adjustments and whatnot. It also shows, which I noticed, different centerpieces you can get. I dumped the cube out of the box in my hand. I go to open the package, and the white center cap came out, and it was laying there, and that's when I noticed there was these two little white pieces laying there too. On closer inspection, I noticed that was two of the ears had broken off the center cap. Now, that could have been 1,001 things. Shipping, maybe the delivery guy put it on where he delivered a little hard, whatever. But it was free returns, so I went back on the site, and I gotta tell you, I looked at the cube, and after inspecting the cube and seeing it, I just wanted to return the cube, get my $20 back. But they said, you know what, we'll do a merchantless. I didn't have to return the cube, and they refund my money. So I figured, okay, what am I out of? So if you notice, the white cap don't fall off anymore. I don't know if it recommended or not, but I figured, well, what am I out? So I put a couple drops of super glue on each of the four sides that touch, and held it on there. And funny thing is, that's when I realized I had super glued this hand to the table. So I had to peel my finger off the table, just a little laugh up loud there, and realized it held pretty good. So I'd also noticed, which I don't want to do, if you separate this cube and go to take a piece out, which I'm not going to do, the piece wants to just start splitting apart. So I started inspecting the cube, and I've noticed, like you can see, this corner, it ain't quite right. This corner's got a little flaw in it. There's some little flaws all around the cube. And then if you look, what drew me to this cube is the uniqueness. The pieces are cut out. It does have corner magnets, edge magnets. It's got core magnets. It's got the stem magnets in the. So I figured, wow, not bad. But it's just the centerpiece. You can see where that's cut out. So it's a unique cube. But to me, by them removing these pieces for whatever reason they did, and you can see the magnets in the edge if you look real close there. It has potential, but it just seems like they took the toughness of the structure of the cube away by somehow cutting pieces out of the cube that maybe shouldn't have. And the corner cutting, corner cut's great. It's not a bad turning cube. It's quite addicting. It's fun. But like I said, sooner or later, you're going to want to take this cube apart to clean it. And I'm thinking that if you do, you might want to have some more super glue ready to put it back together. I don't even dare do it. I don't know. And I've been using it. I think I've done over 100 solves on it now. And I've had no issues. It's very, very spongy cube, and the only adjustments are the screws. which means you got to take all the caps off, which I don't advise. The legs on them are very chintzy. I mean, it's very chintzy. And you can look at the quality of the plastic and see like bubbles. You can see the roughness in the edges. So I'd advise, if you get this cube, don't plan on taking it apart unless you absolutely have to, and having a tube of super glue with you. So with that, let's see where we're at for weight with all the pieces out of it. 71 grams. It just doesn't seem like much for everything that's missing on the cube. If we go to the size, it is 56 millimeters. So it's a nice size cube. So corner cutting's good. Turns nice, it's smooth, it's airy. Which, if you ask me, it should be, because once again, it's a pretty hollow cube. Even I also noticed on some of the other sites, for $10 more, you get the extra centers. There's extra plates in there, so you can take the speed actuator out, because yes, this one does have the ball bearing speed actuator. Maybe that's why it does turn nice. Or maybe they put it in there so it does turn smoother, so you don't break the cube while you're turning it, because it's so chintzy made. I don't know, to me, for the price you paid for this, 20 bucks, you could get such a better cube, Moyu or something like that, or put a little more with it. Get an actual cube that's worth it. If I had to return the cube, I would not have bought the cube again. I guess that's all I can say about it is, if you buy this cube, buy it at your own risk. Don't plan on taking it apart. Have some crazy glue ready. If you're a collector and you're looking for, once again, a unique cube, as I do, well, then I guess I got $20.53 worth of cube here. I myself, I prefer the Moyu RS3M 2020 over this. I'm afraid that if you turn too hard, it's just going to pop these apart. And you can see there's little plastic nubs sticking through. Like I said, I do not want to pull this cube apart. It seems to me for 20 bucks, they should have made it a little bit better quality for people. I mean, my utmost respect goes out to the company that sold it to me and let me keep the product. But I wouldn't buy it again. I'll never buy one that's set up like this. So with that, I'd have to say I give it half a thumb. If you're looking for a good, reliable, dependable cube, I cannot recommend this cube. If you're looking for one just to throw in your collection, pull it out once in a while, use it with the fear of wondering if it's going to break every time you do it. You want to have something unique to show off to your friends and that, then yeah, buy this cube. Other than that, you're doing it at your own risk. I myself, knowing what I know now, never would have bought this cube. I would have steered away from it. I would have listened to the reviews that say, just don't like it. I mean, it is okay, but I don't feel it's worth the price they're giving for it. I think it's overpriced for what you get. So with that, we're going to conclude today's video and tell you to always keep the shiny side up and the rubber side on the road, boys and girls. Until the next time, peace.